this drawer. Boom, drawer flies across the internet, or across the internet, across the warehouse. That's all Google is. So, if somebody searches for air conditioner, what this is telling you is there are, thank you, I've been leaning on it all day. Forget about this whole presentation thing. There are how many pages in this drawer? Okay. So, rule number 1, you don't sell products. Why? Because you can't compete with Walmart, Amazon, Lowe's, Home Depot, and every major manufacturer out there with 6-figure budgets. We can't. Also, most consumers aren't looking to buy a how many ton thing off the internet they know nothing about yet. They're not quite there. When we get to voice searches and we're buying stuff with VR cameras, we're getting closer to most, not saying all. Now, that's not your game. If you see products on there, that's not what you want to be found for. Air conditioner repair, Little Rock, has how many pages in that drawer? Okay? In order for you to make your page that says air conditioner repair Little Rock a cash machine, you need to have that page in the top 10 of 155,000. Make sense? Now you're making money. All right? So, not only, so for this one, this is heater installation Milton. It's like Georgia. So one, the client sits on the map with the reviews. If they happen to be in Milton, great. The map will show up. That's a directory. 2, they're on page 1, position what? 1, 2, 3, 4. That just reduced their competition, right? A lot. Now they have a lot of the opportunity. If they want even more, let me see if I have redeemed. Okay, here's another one. What do you notice different about this one than the other ones? Okay. Stars, period. Look at these two. We asked a group of consumers, we do focus groups all the time, which one are you going to buy? Which one are you going to click on? This one? How many would click on this one? Yeah? It's the same company. That's the same company. 2 pages. One shows the stars and one not. We have a client in Florida, Air Care Systems. We took a page of results, 10 listings, first page of Google, and asked a group of consumers which one they would click on. They got in a big old argument, debating, talking, blah, blah, blah. 8 of the 10 listings were our clients. Some of them was showcase and review, some of them not. It took a lot of energy. They could have clicked on the top 8. They're getting to the same company. So this process right here, this is what I mean by doing the right things in the right order at the right time. Number 1, their website has to be designed properly and developed properly with the ability to make what's called schematic markup, without getting too nerdy, the little pretty stars show. Number 2, they have to have content, a page of content in this drawer for exactly what the consumer is looking for. Air conditioner installation, Saskatchewan. Is that right? No one's in from Canada in here yet, okay? Okay, and that page has to be on page 1 of Google, and we have to get ratings, reviews on that page, and we have to make that page popular enough that it shows up as on the top 10 on page 1 of Google for that search. That is a cash machine, and it's a good one because consumers will click on that. Where do they shop? They go to Google. What do they want to see? Good-looking website. What else do they want to see? Other people like them. That's marketing. If you invest in search engine optimization on a site with no content for the things you want to sell, you will hate the agency. Why? Because there's nothing for them to optimize. They're gladly taking your money. You don't have any content. There's nothing for them to put on page 1 of Google because there's no content for the things you want to sell. If you have a company that gets you on page 1 of Google for 100 phrases and your phone's not ringing, is it the agency's fault? What if you only have 1 review on Google? And what if it's 1 star? Okay? If you spend money on pay-per-click, it's on the second page, and you drive them to a website with a whole bunch of pages, and all of a sudden they got ADD of the website, so they don't buy. You pay for the click, consumer's not converting, doesn't work. If any of these things are done out of order, nothing works well. Everything is interdependent, okay? If you don't have enough leads in your business, your prices are low. If your prices are low, your people get paid less. If your people get paid less, you have what kind of an issue? Retention. Disgruntled. If you have poor workers, what happens to your reviews? Your reviews go bad. If consumers already don't want to have to pay you for the things that you guys provide, not because they don't want to pay for great work, but because Hawaii, heat pump. Hawaii, new air conditioner. Right? I get it. So you say, finance it, do both. Everyone in here should have financing. It's one of those things I would be like, no, I'm not even going to argue. Like, it's silly not to. It's not something people want to pay for. You have to have a financing option. You're also in a business where you need recurring income. Because I'm remembering the entrepreneur that said, I wanted more time, more money, and more freedom. If you don't have recurring income, what happens is you have something called God, which has weather and seasons, and it goes up and down. And if you don't have cash flow during a shoulder season, what's the first thing you cut? Employee. Oh, that's good. Usually it's marketing, which is crazy. I stopped paying for marketing services so I can get new trucks. I stopped paying for marketing services because I don't have the cash flow to handle my expenses. Your expenses stay the same. You guys have some harsh expenses. You have inventory, you have your trucks. I don't have to tell you what you have. You have harsh expenses, and you have weather. So unless you sell something that can keep you through your seasons, you need maintenance agreements. You got to have them. You got to get a credit card on file, recurring income coming in, cash flow, keep everything moving through the shoulder season, and get better at this game until you're sitting pretty. That's got to be on your website. Okay? We're all used to paying maintenance for stuff. If I'm going to install something that cost me 14 grand, I would like to take care of it and protect my investment. If you guys are going to spend money on a website, you shouldn't just want to host it. You should want someone to protect it. Make sure it's secure. Maintenance it. Same thing. All right? So, website, that's step 1. Got to have it. It's got to be designed right. Has to be developed right. And Bob can't do it. I call them the triple Fs. Friends, family, fools, fast, free, whatever. Felons. Like, they can't do it. Why? Because you need somebody that knows how to make things pretty. That's a designer. They went to art school. They have friends. They dress nice. They have personality. They smell good. You know? Presentable. You need a developer. Right? There are Garage is a living space. They say they have friends over on Friday night. There's no cars in the driveway. They're hanging out by themselves with everybody online, right? They're in Birkenstocks, flip-flops, ripped jeans, Heineken, techno music, whatever. They work in their caves. They're weird, okay? I grew up in that family. You also have to have engineers. They don't guess. They don't care about your personal preference. They're not going to just bow down because you think something should work. Why? It has to be accompanied with what? An engineer wants what? Research, data, proof. They're going to read the compliance requirements. Doesn't matter what you think. The data matters. It's math. I can deal with math. Okay? That's logic. I can win a math game. You need content. And you don't just need content. They got to know HVAC. They got to know your customers. They got to know your area. They got to know what the weather patterns are. They got to know whether you've got clay in the ground or not, so you can do geothermal or not. See, now we're getting way out of my I don't know, right? I didn't even know California had earthquake shut-off valves. I didn't know you could shut off an earthquake. So, I learned so much in this. My dad is proud. So, they got to know all of this stuff. Imagine